California the day after the tsunami in Japan. You know, I expect the waves to be, let's just say, a lot larger. But you know, we are halfway around the world, aren't we? Well, for now, we're going to, well, actually, you know, it is affecting other parts in California, just not here. We're not in the harbor, we're out at the beach, and well, let's just say, I guess we're going to bring news on with Oldecam comments on the headline of today. Well, you know, they hit it up in what, Crescent City, but Crescent City's underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, these are, you know what, I mean, I'm looking at these waves, these are any bigger, I mean, they're actually smaller than normally when you get a storm over here.
I know, I mean, it's not even big enough for most of the surfers have given up already, so.
Yeah, they're not even, I mean, there's a few of them out here. But the unions promised to take this nation.
I know, I love that. They're threatening to kill the people that in Wisconsin. They're going to remove them from office. The problem is that the 14 senators in the Democratic Party, they said 8 of them are likely to be removed by their own constituents. So.
And Japan confronts nuclear crisis after massive quake.
Well, supposedly the nuclear reactor is in a stage of meltdown on one of them because the outer containment building blew up, but there's an inner containment building and the radiation level is going down, so I'm assuming that the situation is almost over. So what they've been doing, they built it on the ocean instead of inland, and they're using ocean water as a coolant for everything. They're flooding it all with ocean water and it's cooling the building down.
Moderate earthquake in China kills 24 and topples 1,000 buildings.
And that's something because the Chinese, okay, they had, say, 1,200 buildings totally destroyed in Japan and 4,000 damaged, and a tiny quake in China nearly wipes out half the country.
Really?
Yeah.
And jobs returning, but good ones, not so much.
Well, because the jobs that are returning are service sector jobs. They are not, they're not construction jobs, they're not, the medical job industry is almost dead because of Obama, so.
Texas farmers say drug war is making their jobs dangerous.
Yeah, all because the Obama administration doesn't think there's a problem with the illegals, and they're crossing over carrying drugs through everybody's property, and if you stop them, the Obama administration, Eric Holder, will put you in jail for enforcing your legal rights.
And 3 workers who discovered Washington bomb city lost their jobs.
Isn't that amazing? Because they weren't properly trained on how to do things, so they just simply called the authorities about it, and the authorities got pissed about how they handled them, so they fired them.
What?
This is the day after the governor of the state applauded these workers for doing their job. The state fired them for doing their job because they weren't properly trained, and therefore they couldn't have them working.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, it teaches people to report bombs, right?
That's right.
The GOP defeat in the Senate sets the stage for House flexibility and talks with Senate Democrats.
I know. Okay, you have to go along with us because we know what's best for the nation, and we think that $4 billion out of a $3.5 trillion budget is far too much to begin with. So yeah, like the Republicans are going to go along with them. They said fat chance. Ryan said this morning they won't sign the extension unless they get $6.5 billion just for the next 2 weeks.
Judge rules against parents in wealthy Kansas school district.
I know, isn't that something? That what happened was the Democrats, here's a good one, they want taxes raised on the other school districts so that they don't have to pay taxes in their district.
Is that what happened?
That's a love one, isn't it? Because that's how Democrats work. They wanted a referendum that allowed for them to decide that other people should have their taxes raised while their taxes remain low.
Global markets, Asia stocks drop after big quake hits Japan.
Ours went up. I love this. We're looking at this as an exciting moment that we can profit from what has happened. Well, no, folks, because the country can't buy what they need. We're not going to help with the deconstruction of anything, which means we don't make any money. While they're tearing everything down, they're not buying anything, so we're not making any money. And they finally admitted that because they now are going to have refined petroleum, that it's going to eat up the market share from a lot of countries, and gasoline is going to go off the scale. So that's really going to be a plus for our country.
And California teen survives plunge off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, and they're going to charge him with a crime now for not dying. He lives
What? What's
because
the crime going to be?
Trespassing and illegally jumping off the bridge and all of that
Is
stuff.
it illegal to jump off the bridge?
Yeah, but I don't think he did it on purpose. He was fooling around and fell, so they're going to charge you with crimes for living. If you die, they don't charge you with a crime. If you live, they charge you with a crime.
God.
Yep.
I think they just want the money.
That's it.
My God, it's crazy. Obama gives the entire state of Maine a waiver for Obamacare.
Olympia, Snow, and Susan Collins. Every time that he needs a money bill passed, Snow and Collins vote with him. And so he gave the state a waiver in order to keep Collins and Snow spending money. But they said Snow is gone with the next election. They're getting rid of him, and Collins is basically likely to step down at the same time because people are really pissed at those two women. I mean, it's a fiscally conservative state, and they spend money, other people's money, like it's water, and it makes everything higher in their state then.
Iconic.
I know, it's right over there.
Iconic Sahara Hotel and Casino closing in Las Vegas.
Well, because since Obama damaged the state about coming there to play, the state has not recovered. I mean, it's just that casino, it just wipes out another 2,000 rooms, and it's not going to make any difference because the fact that people are cutting back. I mean, each convention is smaller than the last convention we've been to in the last 2 years.
Well, that's true.
I mean, right now we know that the NAB is having trouble trying to get people to come. So.
And unions frame bargaining as a civil rights issue.
No, it's not. It has nothing. This is the pure garbage that continually give out. Well, the independent voters overwhelmingly support collective bargaining. No, they don't, because independent voters aren't union people. If you work in an office, you don't have collective bargaining. If you work in a McDonald's, you don't have collective bargaining. If you build homes, you don't have collective bargaining. So therefore, why would you support something that gives somebody more than you get and doesn't help your salary in the slightest?
And Japan confronts nuclear crisis after massive quake.
Well, yeah, they've got four reactors are down. One is probably gone, and 1,400 are got to be worked on.
And the Treasury Department on Tuesday said that it has received a $6.9 billion repayment from AIG.
No, they didn't. They just they transferred funds. It was basically a bookkeeping thing. Again, AIG still owes like $200 billion because it's like General Motors. They take from one hand, put it in the other hand, and then call it a payback. No, they had a slush funding.
And NFL locks out players bound for court.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the most asinine thing. Guys making tons of money suing because they want more money. I mean, if the owners have, one of them said yesterday when a football player said, if the owners do nothing, the owners win the battle. And they said, all these owners are hung up on the new cost of their stadiums that they all built in order to keep it out of taxpayers' hands. So they file bankruptcy and get a reduction on the cost of payments on their stadiums that are worth nothing to anybody else but them.
That's right.
So they don't lose, folks.
Wisconsin defeat could help launch a counterattack on GOP.
I know that it's all over for the GOP because they attack public sector unions who the public totally hates. I mean, when they find out that they're paying for higher pension plans than the public has, and then they're paying for better health care than the public has, and they're getting more money than the public gets for the same job, it tends to piss people off.
And Maryland gay marriage bill dies with no final vote.
Because it was going to have to be voted on by the public in Maryland, and therefore the Democrats got squeezy because they know that any time it goes to the public, gay rights loses. So they did not want to put it out there for a public vote, so they killed it in order to say they didn't lose. They said the Republicans were responsible. No, it was killed by a bunch of Democrats who basically are Roman Catholics.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
And a fresh focus on Social Security and budget debate.
Yeah, they're going to hit it. What they're going to do is they're going to make the retirement age higher for new people coming in, and that will help make things different. I mean, what's the big deal? It affects nobody. It affects nobody under the age of over the age of 19. No one. It just would affect the 18-year-olds when they come into the market. So.
and a appeals court speeds up health overhaul appeal.
Yeah, Obama didn't like that because they told him to get off their butts. And instead they said, well, the guy that basically said it was unconstitutional is a member of that appeals court. So Obama's lost the big appeal, and they want it in the courts right now, not in 3 years. So.
And Ryan says GOP ready to take on the health program.
Yep, they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna change retirement age. But like it doesn't affect your granny and it doesn't affect your granddad because they're going to get their retirement benefits just like they did before. But if you're 18 years old, don't expect to retire at 60 years of age. You're going to have to retire at 70.
And Stockton Tire, day after the Japan earthquake.
I know, that only American stocks. The world was down massively because remember, and they said American stocks went up on okay, what happens is when we trade low on the American stock exchanges, stocks go up. When we trade high, they go down. So.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
This delay may be the way the Democrats do things, but it seldom gets the job done when it needs to get done.